And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the final series of the broadcast. We've made it. If we've made an 8.5 hour cast, baby, let's go. We made it to the final series. We made it to our final best of 3 PvZ and spawning in the bottom right. Yeah, the bottom right hand corner of Whispers of Gold. No, never mind. In top left hand corner, Whispers of Gold. There we go. Where are we going? Bottom right hand corner, we do have the red Zerg player from Brazil representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Tatagiba. And in the top left hand corner, we have the Brazilian Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing Team Hellfire. It is Sefirofe. Let's go. And if you're in the chat, predictions, Cannon Rush predictions are open. Place your bets on anything with this. It's going to be a fast one. It's going to be a fast series. It's going to be a fast one. Here we go. The Forge has been thrown down, and we are setting up for a Cannon Rush. At the same time, Tatagiba is hyper aggressive, hyper committed, and at the same time, a big shout out to Holy Lime. Baby, thank you so much, Holy Lime, for the resubscription for 27 months. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Do appreciate the resubscription with Twitch Prime. Do appreciate it, and hope you enjoy the content, hope you enjoy the casting, hope you enjoy the StarCraft as we are jumping into our best of 3. Let's go. Hatch gas pool, standard opener out of Tatagiba. The Forge is done, and show us the Cannon Rush. Let's go. Let us go. As this should be a macro Cannon Rush, as the wait. Wait a minute. Hold on. The probe is coming home. Are we Forge fast expanding? What is happening? Oh no. Okay, never mind. I mean, I saw the Forge. I assume Cannon Rush, but no, it's a Forge Nexus into Gateway into a defensive opener. This is very old school to the point where it's, I would say, a little bit inefficient, and it's not ideal. It does mean that now. So because of this opener, what does it mean? It means you have defensive cannons early on. Yes, but it also means that your Cyber Core is late, your Adepts are late, your Adept Harass is late, your Adept Scouting is late. Because your Cyber Core is delayed, it means later Stargate, later Oracle. Like it is a subpar opener nowadays. When I say old school, it's very outdated. It's a very outdated kind of way of opening up. It looks like maybe Sefirofe was hoping for Tatagiba to be maybe greedier and then commit to a Cannon Rush then. It's a weird way to play, I will say. The cannon has been thrown down. Tatagiba now confirms. He's like, wait, Forge? Cannon? What? And this screams Sky Toss, right? Like, usually if you open up Forge and you open up with cannons, it should be Sky Toss. Stargate gets thrown down. We're picturing Stargate into a Fleet Beacon, into like a Tempest Rush or a Carrier Rush. Otherwise, why invest into defensive cannons unless you intend them to be made of use, right? Unless you intend to use them, unless you intend to rely on them. So this does scream Sky Toss. We'll see if that's the case, and we'll see if Tatagiba does confirm. Again, he, upon seeing the Forge, I'm sure is also very suspicious as to what his opponent's up to. I'm sure he's very suspicious. Suspicioso, if you will. So here we go. This is going to be the initial Void Ray first. So Void Ray first out of Sefirofe. We'll keep an eye out for a second Stargate and a Fleet Beacon. Otherwise, the other option could be maybe fast +1 attack. Like +1 attack into Void Ray into charge all in. Water is going to be zoned away. From here, safety Road Forward. And yeah, no surprises here, there's a Fleet Beacon. Now, if we can see a Forge opener and read that as Sky Toss, so can Tatagiba. So this is going to be at the forefront of his mind of possibilities of what this could be. Of course, he'll have to confirm, because the reality is that, as I was mentioning, like this could also be like a charge base all in. This could be a fake out. This could be double Stargate Mass Phoenix. It could be Stargate Void Ray into Mass Void Ray. It could be Carrier Rush, Tempest Rush, Mothership Rush. Twilight Council's on the way. Okay, couple of things. This does look like fake Sky Toss. +1 air attack just began. But there's a Twilight Council, there's no second Stargate. This is kind of like the classic fake out. We do have a carrier on the way, but this is designed, I believe, this is designed to force an overreaction, to force a Spire, to force Corruptors, and then BAM! Like charge, or Blink Stalkers, like BAM! Ground toss, right? Like you surprise your opponent, you catch them off guard, and you hope that they overreact to the initial scout. This was popularized by Classic like 2 years ago in GSL. It was like, I think it was November of 2023, like November GSL of 2023. So 2 years ago at this point, or just under 2 years. Yep, there it is, charge. So we're going for charge, we're going for extra gateways, and you want the Zerg player to see your carrier. You want the Zerg player to understand that you are going Sky Toss. And there's a Link Scout, there we go, he does get eyes. He does get eyes on the +1 air attack. As you can see, there's no +1 regular attack on the way. Now, thankfully for Tatagiba, he is investing into Roach Speed and +1. So he's going into Roach Hydra. The Hydra den already finished as well. So he is investing into a ground army. Into both, really. Again, it's going to be Roach Hydra. It's going to be a mixture of the two. He's not going purely... If he was going Ling Hydra, he'd be in trouble. If I were playing, I'd play Ling Hydra. I'd be dead. Because Zealots can trade very well against both Lings and Hydras. But against Roaches, Zealots can struggle because Roaches are so tanky, right? They tank a lot of shots. They weather the storm.
Upgrade complete.
So Roach Hydra is more ideal here for Tatagiba. Is more ideal. Meanwhile, the carrier is revealed. A Hydra production has begun. Roach is going for a counterattack at the same time. Not bad. Queens, they're going for the carrier. One queen goes down. Snipe to board race. Second queen falls. Roaches are pushing. They're going to hit with +1. Two hits. But the Hydras are not here. The army support isn't really here for Tatagiba. He's going for the base. He will get it, but at a cost. Tells me that's some roaches. He's not fully aware what's going on. He needs more. He needs more roaches here to defend, to survive. He does not the expansion. Will cost him a lot of roaches, though. A lot of roaches go down. As you can see, 8 roaches get sniped. Now Tatagiba, he can afford these trades. Sefirofe less so. And 5 more zealots. Likewise, Roach Hydra moving in. Nice force fields. Again, looking down those roaches, sealing off the Hydras, but the Hydras, I mean, they have range anyway. They have range anyway, they do support, they take down one of the interceptors. Still stuttering in. Ooh, the recall looks down one of the carriers. 2 of the carriers even. And Tatagiba, he's done it. He has done it at this point. He has broken the back of Sefirofe. Hydras, they shut this down. They will shut this down here. They claim all the zealots. GG gets called. There's nothing remaining here. Only one carrier, and Tatagiba takes game number 1. Whew, GG. And what I'm most impressed by, no cheese. Again, Tatagiba, he has a reputation. He has a reputation for going for purely all-ins and cheese, but here in a ZvP against Sefirofe, he was the reacting player. He was reacting to what he was seeing, to what he was scouting, to what Sefirofe was bringing to the table. So nice play there from Tatagiba. Does play this out well. And we're now getting into game number 2. Jumping into game 2. Game 2 is going to be on ley lines. And again, it was an interesting start out of Sefirofe. Again, like clearly now we understand why he went for the Forge. It was all planned to try to fake out his opponent, try to force an every reaction. You may look at that and be like, oh, but he made Hydras. That's what he wanted, right? Well, one of two things. He either wanted his opponent to go Ling Hydra, or he wanted Tatagiba to go Queen Corruptor. Right, like Corruptors are one of the more secure ways to shut down carrier rushes, is to just go rush into the Spire and rush into Corruptors. And the problem in this kind of situation would be if you had to go in for Corruptors. I mean, Corruptors don't shoot down, right? And you're that much more vulnerable to charge lots. Hydra's not the most secure way to deal with carrier rushes, but regardless, GG. Regardless, GG, well played. With that, Tatagiba does take a lead, and here we have him in the top right-hand corner. We have the Brazilian Zerg player, the Red Zerg for the Platinum Heroes, leading the series 1-0. It is Tatagiba. We're gonna do the swoosh. Gonna do the zoom. There we go. Bam. We have the Tata, that is Giba. And in the bottom left, we have the blue Protoss player representing Team Hellfire from land of Brazil. It is Sefirofe. Not to be confused with Sephiroth. Which that might be Brazilian Sephiroth, actually. Let's find out. Sefirofe. That would make sense, right? From Final Fantasy VII. Is it like trivia for his name? Ah, no trivia. No trivia, man. Regardless, this time no Forge. This time we do have a straight up gate expand out of Sefirofe. Meanwhile, do have our hatch gas pool out of Tatagiba. So far so good. Okay, we are looking in, and so far we have a take of choice. It's going to be a Stargate opener for Sefirofe, so gate expanded to Cybercore to Stargate, so standard opener out of our Protoss. This time no crazy Forge first. Meanwhile, we do have Tatagiba going for a hatch gas pool standard opener as well. Okay, so far so good. We are opening up. From here we're droning, getting a third base. With the Stargate should be an Oracle opener. So far it looks like a standard game. Everything's looking as it should. Which is crazy, by the way. That's what's crazy. As now we do have the Oracle on the way. So again, Oracle first, not Void Ray, not Phoenix, not really too concerned with hiding tech. Not concerned with hiding. We'll commit instead. Adepts, they do throw a shade across the map. He does red in the shade, but doesn't commit. Plenty of Lings are keeping up here with the Adepts. Meanwhile, we're going into a 4-minute lair. Okay, the first sign of deviation. The first sign here that we are mixing things up. 4-minute lair out of Tatagiba. From here, we can go into earlier Hydras, earlier Spire, earlier Tech. Meanwhile, speaking of earlier Twilight Council of Sefirofe. Based on the timing of the Twilight Council, this does look like Stargate into a third into Glaives. This could be for early Blink, which would be a very safe way to play. Otherwise, more aggressive, of course, early Glaive Adepts. We'll see which one Sefirofe does go for. Meanwhile, Eva Chamber, Roach Warren, Fast Lair might just be for fast Roach speed. Might just be. As we are still waiting for the tech. Now the Roach Warren is spotted, so upon scouting that Roach Warren, we can make the choice to go into Blink instead of Glaives. But a choice has to be made. What's it gonna be? There it is, Blink. Blink is on the way. Adepts take him into the shade. Drones are pulled back. And oh, that's still gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, 7 drones, 9. The Oracle's popping up. The Oracles, I should say. 11 drones go down. Tatagiba, he was distracted. He was otherwise not paying attention. No sport, the third, and with that, that is brutal damage. And we can see what the lair was for. He's going for the fast Hydrogen. But he takes a lot of economic damage, a lot of losses, and he has a lot of catching up to do. A lot of catching up to do here. The Oracles, they find some more damage, getting another drone. One Oracle finally goes down. We can see Sefirofe taking from Blink +1 into Colossus. And Tatagiba's on a bit of a timer here. I'm assuming that he's going to go for a timing attack, but as I say that, he's still droning. Still droning, does take all 6 gases. That's a lot of gas. And we see what the gas is for. We're going to go for a longer game. Okay, so we're slowing things down. Tatagiba going for his Lurker Den. From here, going into faster tech. Into an Infestation Bit, into Hive Tech. 4th base on the way. Tatagiba, he's macroing up. Now, there is going to be a window in time here where Sefirofe can strike and try to hit Tatagiba before Hive Tech Lurkers. Again, they're still in Infestation Pits, so these Lurkers are not really going to be ideal. They're not going to have a lot of range, and they're not going to be very mobile. Not for a long time. Likewise, the drone count is still very low for Tatagiba. He's still making more Roaches and more Hydras. Oof. And now we see the Infestation Pit. Now he's double expanding. Lurkers now morphing in, but this does feel a little bit shaky here from Tatagiba.
Mineral field depleted.
He just doesn't really have the economies to sustain this kind of army. It's expensive getting into Lurker Tech. Now he's droning after he spent resources on the Hydras and Lurkers. So late droning out of Tatagiba. Late droning, late saturation. And I would say that Tatagiba, he's hoping that Sefirofe is late. He's hoping that Sefirofe doesn't push soon. Now getting those spores. Tatagiba moving out. We gather a revelation. First Lurker is going to get picked up. Tatagiba has to get out. Oh, we'll lose the second Lurker. And Again, those have been expensive losses here. I mean, again, Tatagiba, he's been behind ever since he did lose all those drones to the Oracles. Trying to recover. Now going for the Hive, going for the Spire, getting 2 upgrades. Tatagiba, he's taking, which is nice, but this is all late. It's all late. And again, Sefirofe, he should be the first to push. Should be. As he already has 4 Colossus. He's going to have Storm, +3. So on Sefirofe to punish. Now, if Sefirofe is any more passive, and I'm concerned he is, like, look, he's waiting for a second rover, he's waiting for Storm, he's potentially waiting for +3. If he waits for these things, then he's going to allow Tatagiba to recover. Need to build up a stronger army. Tatagiba, he's going for an all-in. He does go for a massive wraparound, making his way towards the bases. Sefirofe completely out of position. No shot. Cybercore goes down. Takes down the Cybercore, snipes the Bay. So far, so good, but Sefirofe is coming. He does respond to this. Oh, the Lurkers are exposed. Storm on the Hydras. Hydras get zoned away, and the Lurkers are all going down. Yeah, massive cleanup. He will plummet in supply. I just said catch out every single worker. And back at home, can Tatagiba afford an extra wave of lurkers? Because he needs more lurkers. Tatagiba, he's remaxing. He does kill 22 probes. Plus 11 lurkers in the process. One on the way. Oh boy. I mean, there are too many Hydras. The problem here is that Tatagiba, he made like 30 Hydras, and he has 1 lurker. And Hydra's not going to stop this army. Lurkers are. And the lurker count is just far too low. It's insanely low. Tatagiba, he's maxed out. Now, with this army, he could surround. That would be the best scenario here, is to maybe surround the forces of Sefirofe. Prism into the main. Going for Lurker Den. And will get it as well. Massive pickoff. He's moving out. Oh, nice fungal. Not bad. Oh, God, the storms there. Jesus. Storms are still brutal. Lurker entering rebuild. So actually catch out the Zealots. They pull away. Vipers would also be ideal in this position. Less so Infestors. There's 1 Viper on the way. Sefirofe claiming another base. Does expand towards the south side. I just say step in. Lurking kind of still feels very low. Very low lurker count. And he's throwing them away. Lurkers are on their own. And they're going to be completely cleaned up. These are expensive losses for Sefirofe. He counterattacks, so what's he going to get with this though? He takes down some side defense. going for the expansion. Does claim it, but not the most important mining base. While Hydra's bleeding off. Ugh. And again, he throws away all his lurkers. And once again, he doesn't replace them. That was another 7 lurkers going down. Like Tatagiba, we gotta take care of our lurkers, Pappy. Like that was very unnecessary. Throwing the lurkers away, mate. I mean. Investor gets caught. We need those abductions. Gets one. Oof. Oh god, the storms are brutal though. Very brutal. I think he was trying to collapse in, but he should be overwhelmed here. I mean, the Corruptors, they take down all the Colossus. But where are the reinforcements? They're not here. As Sefirofe breaks on through. And again, this was on Tatagiba. Like, he threw away so many lurkers this game. And without them, you can't hold against this. You cannot hold against this kind of army. Not without lunkers. As Zelse trickle in. And GG gets called. Sefirofe claims a game 2. We are going to the ace match. GG. Again, a very intense back and forth. What I will say is that Sefirofe had a massive lead early on because of the economic damage. I was impressed at Tatagiba. He recovered. He did. He was able to max out. He was able to get into Hive Tech. I didn't think he would, but he did recover in that game. And he was able to fight back, that is true, but as we saw towards the end there, Tatagiba, he was very wasteful with his lurkers, and he never built up. He did lose 2 waves of lurkers on their own, completely isolated, and it meant that he could never survive a counterattack from Sefirofe, as he just had no backbone to his army. He was stuck with purely Ling Hydra. I guess Ling Hydra Corruptor. With that, GG well played. I would say that I'm impressed that Tatagiba, he brought it back and he almost claimed the series 2-0 here and now. I do think there was potential for him if he was a little bit more attentive to said lurkers. Regardless, Sefirofe does recover, does bounce back, and now we're getting into the final game of the series. Here we go. The final game. And we'll see how the story ends. As looks like our players need a moment. They do need a moment here, which we are more than happy to give them. They are. Okay, we're good. Now good to go. You hear the beeps. Amygdala being one of the larger maps in the map pool. Again, I'm a little bit surprised to see that Tatagiba, he has not been going for any kind of all-ins. It's been Sefirofe who's been mixing it up a little bit more here. He's been mixing it up, going into the fake carrier rush, going into earlier blink. What do we go for this time? What's it going to be? Oh, he's 12 pulling. Oh, let's go. Now, this is that Tatagiba we know and love. Let's go. He's going for the 12 pool. Are we going for the 12 pool drone pool? No shot. Regardless, in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the Brazilian Zerg player, the Red Zerg, representing the Platinum Heroes, being forced into a tied-up series. It is Tatagiba. Let's go. Going for the 12 pool and spawning in the top right-hand corner. We have the Brazilian Protoss, the blue Protoss for Team Hellfire. It is Sefirofe. Here we go. As music is back on, we have the history here between the players. Sefirofe with a 100% win rate against his opponent has dropped maps. That is true. And again, I can even see a world where Tatagiba could have taken the 2-0. But there is the block. Ooh, Tatagiba, he supply blocked. Wait, what? No. 12 pull into supply block. No, Sean, he just realized. Oh, no, not like this. He forgot the Overlord. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, no. Zerg players, look away. Look. Oh, it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. He went for the 12 pull. He forgot to the Overlord, so 0 Lings. I mean, I should say Lings production was heavily delayed. Heavily delayed here. This should be a clean defense from Sefirofe. He has plenty of time. He skips the Zealot, which is weird. No, sorry, he made it. Never mind. Okay. He made the first Zealot. He does skip the second Zealot, just going straight up Adept. Ah, God. No. And, well, because of the openers, Tatagiba, he is strictly the worst position. He's behind. You can see these Lings do nothing. The Lings do nothing. Smurge. This was almost a 2-0 as well, mate. Like, it almost a 2-0 in favor of Tatagiba. Like, I can see a world where he would have taken this. Double expanding. Just now finishes the natural at the 3-minute mark. Oh, boy. Alright, we gotta lock in. We gotta lock in. Strap in, Tatagiba. Hold on. Hold tight. Let's go. Now, no more mistakes from here on forward. Now, bearing in mind that in game 2, Tatagiba also had a really rough start. He had a really rough start, losing so many drones, and he was able to recover from that. So I want to believe that Tatagiba, he can recover from this as well. The problem is that this was self-inflicted damage, less so damage dealt from Sefirofe. Like, Sefirofe did nothing, and then that's the hard thing about this. It is going to be a Phoenix opener out of Sefirofe, so he's going to hunt down Overlords, going to deny vision, deny scouting, and keep Tatagiba in the dark. Oh boy. Roach Warren's on the way. This is a very early Roach Warren out of Tatagiba. It makes sense if he goes for an all-in at this point. It does make sense. Speaking of forgetting Overlords, I mean, now gonna get supply blocked as well, as Overlords are falling left and right. Yeah. Oh no. No. This is a smurge game. This is a smurge game, papi. Ay. Feels bad, man. I think he's saying, I would appreciate translations in the chat, but I think he said, like, I forgot the Overlord, I forgot my life, I forgot everything. Like, he is smurging. He's smurging in the chat. Oh, God. Feels relatable, man. It feels relatable, like, for sure. Like, we've all been there. Like, forgetting a depot, forgetting your first pylon, forgetting your first depot, forgetting your first Overlord. Like, it happens. It is so smudged whenever it does. Usually it happens in the ladder game, though, and it's fine. The problem here is that this is a tournament. That's the problem. Not like this. And these two, they're fighting for relegation. And it's the all-in. It's a Ling Ravager all-in. So it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing here for Tatagiba. It's going to be a pure all-in. Meanwhile, back at home, Sefirofe, he is going for a Dark Shrine opener into charge. He does spot this. He does see this ahead of time. He does see the Ravagers. He's aware. No shield batteries. Okay, no shield batteries, no Oracle, no Void Ray. Late response out of Sefirofe. Can we pull this off? Can we pull this off back? Miles. Oh, they create an opening. They do create an opening. Void Ray production just now beginning. Again, late Void Ray by Sefirofe. This is best case scenario. Takes down the sentry. Not bad. Sentry does go down. Can we go for the pylons? Can we depower everything here at the natural? Our first pylon goes down. Poise being pulled. Going for the second pylon. Not bad. Depowers the Stargate. He's doing it. Keep going. There are DTs though. There's potential for Dark Templar. Phoenix, they go for the lift. Dino, the DTs arrive and there's zero detection. There's no lair. Yeah, no detection. He has to go for whatever he can. It's a one-way trip. He has to go for the probes, the vials. Oh, they do connect. Not bad. Yeah, some of the vials are connecting. He has to get as much economic damage as possible. Vials down some of the shield batteries. Lings, they trickle in. They go for another shield battery. Another battery goes down. He gets 9 probes. This is okay damage, but again, the DTs defend. And Sefirofe holds. He does hold. Now he has a Void Ray. Now he has 3 Phoenixes. He's got the Prism. He has an equivalent economy. He said if we got Overlord, speed, and life. Yeah. My heart goes out to Tatagiba. Like, I mean, again, he almost pulls off this all in if it wasn't for the DTs. Like the Dark Templar, there was zero detection. The lair just finished. Archon's morphing in. I believe charge is complete. And here comes the counterattack. Thank you for the translations in the chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Congrats on your win yesterday. Thank you. As we have come together for Tatagiba. As he attempts to pull off a defense with a couple of roaches, but alas, the Archons break through. The Void Ray has arrived. We have the Phoenixes to help micro and to help lift any key units like Queens or like Ravagers. Sefirofe is committed, running out of gateways though. Queens are pushing forward, but that's what the Phoenixes are for. They're for the Queens. And there they are, the Queens that get lifted one after the other. More warp ins on the way. Alas, there's not much here. We have the Roaches, picking up the Hydras. And Sefirofe, he will continue his streak against Tatagiba. And again, it was almost a 2-0. Like, there was a world on ley lines. GG gets called. Well played. And Sefirofe, he will take the series 2-1. Advancing on, I believe, in 3rd place out of the group. GG. GG, well played. We have some updating to do here as we do wrap up the group stage, or half of the group stage with Group B. Eric did make it out in 1st place, and I believe in 2nd place was Claw. I have to double check that. As Claw, he did defeat Sefirofe. Oh, actually, it might be a 3-way tie. Yo, Claw, Tatagiba, and Sefirofe, they all have 1-2 score lines. Who makes it through? Comes down to the head-to-head. But I think they all beat each other. So Tatagiba beat Claw, Claw beat Sefirofe, and Sefirofe beat Tatagiba. Oh boy. So we'll have to double check the results here to see how this does turn out. But it's gonna be close. It's gonna come down to the wire here. Basically, Claw, actually, you know what? I can just show you. Here and now. As we switch our scenes over and catch up on the Wikipedia page. Okay, from the top, as you can see, we have Eric clearly in 1st place. He goes by undefeated, but the problem is that Claw, Tatagiba, and Sefirofe, they all have tied 1 win and 2 losses. They'll have a tied scoreline, and I believe it comes down to the head-to-head. Still waiting for the updates here. So they all have the same overall map score, I should say. Sorry, the same series score. When it comes to map score, it's going to be similar. I think Tatagiba and Claw might have better score, better map to map, like map scores. We still need that update though. Regardless, GG well played. And again, it's top three. Top three do make it through. The group. And tomorrow we're going to be back. We're going to be live with the remainder of the group. We're going to be live with, of course, Allison, Exorbital, Elevolt, and Victor in Group C. And we do have... Oh, Jesus. Group D. Group D is a group of death. We have Master, Yan, Shakti, and Dakon. Yeah, Group D is going to be a brutal one here. It's going to be difficult to call. I would say I think I lean towards Master and Shakti to make it through, but Yan is definitely a threat. Dakon as well. Could go either way. Regardless, GG well played to our players, to our competitors here tonight. Was an intense group. And I appreciate that it was a little bit faster this time in the second half. I appreciate it. GG well played. With that, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Again, it is a 9-hour cast. This was after KSL as well. 9 hours after KSL. Jesus. Just catching him with the chat. But yeah, thank you. Another Miss Ellis. Thank you. Do appreciate it. Put in a lot of work for the show match. But with that is going to be us wrapping up. Again, we are going to be back tomorrow in 24 hours with the remainder of the group stage, with Group C and Group D. And also, we're going to be live later on this evening in less than 12 hours to cover the Sparkling Tuna Cup. So the StarCraft continues. Again, Sparkling Tuna Cup is going to be, I believe, at 9 p.m. 11 hours. 9 p.m. Sorry, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. So 10 hours. In 10 hours time, we're going to be live on this channel with the Sparkling Tuna Cup, and then after that, we're going to be live with the Brazilian StarCraft 2 circuit. So the StarCraft 2 continues here throughout the course of the weekend. Then we get into the Woody TV Mondays. We have the GSL qualifier casts. We have Pigastorm Mondays. We have the National Tussle, Little League Cup, and plenty more StarCraft on the horizon. Plenty more StarCraft to come. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. I am insanely tired. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I'm gonna go get some rest. But we do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow or later tonight for some more StarCraft with the Tuna Cup. See you in 10 hours. See you in 10 hours time. I'm gonna go get some breakfast. I'm starving. I'm gonna go make some ramen, and then pass the hell out. Till next time. Hasta luego. Ciao. Also, if you want to support us, you can do so via our socials. You can follow us on the social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. All things CranKy Ducklings. We upload on YouTube on a daily basis. And also, if you missed out on my show match that I competed in last night, then the link is in the chat. It's going to be in YouTube chat, and it's going to be in Twitch chat as well. The show match VOD. So you can watch the show match VOD if you wish. It was myself and ZombieGob. I faced off against ZombieGob in the best of 5, so you can check out the VOD there. I did stream my own POV on my personal channel, so you can watch my POV if you're interested. But I was listening to copyrighted music, so I think a lot of it is muted. I think a lot of my POV is muted, so just as a heads up, if you tune into it, it might be like silent for a lot of it. But regardless, GG well played. We're gonna be heading off, gonna go to get some food, gonna go to bed, and we'll see you guys in 10 hours. Until then, hasta luego. Ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego. See you next time.